Okay, so I'm just going to go through the cultural formulation interview as I see it on here. And at the end, I'll have my challenge question. So that's that. Okay. Initially, you want to have talk to them about why they're there, and also give a preface for like what you're hoping to get out of them. So like saying that I will ask some questions about what's going to happen. I want to know your experience, stuff like that. Prior to actually starting asking the questions. After that, give them the opportunity to say why they're coming. So you say like, hey, what brings you in today? Depending on how much information they like willingly give. I'm gonna turn this. Depending on how much information they willingly give, you may ask follow-up questions or use prompts such as, everyone perceives this differently. This is how, you may describe it to your doctor. How would you describe it in that way? Similarly, using the same question or prompt, saying like, how would you phrase this if you were to talk to or tell someone who's like a friend or a family member. Then asking them like what troubles them most about their problem. So that's kind of the first part. And then the next part is, cultural perceptions of cause, context, and support. So gaining an understanding of why they think the problem is happening. So by asking them, like, why do you think this is happening to you, and what do you think the causes are? And then if not enough information is given, then you can, use more prompt by saying, things can happen based on like relationships, spiritual reasons, physical illness, stuff like that. And then asking, the perception of those around them, what does your community, friends, family think is causing your problem? And then stressors and support, asking them if there's like any kind of support that they have, family, friends, other that help support it. And on the other side of the token, are there any stressors or stresses that make the problem worse? Could be the same thing with family or friends, could be both. Or, physical health, stuff like that, difficulties with money, etc. Role of cultural identity. So asking the person, like about their background, and if they can identify if like the certain aspects of their personal background makes the problem better or worse. And then stating a little bit more clearly what you mean by background or identity. And then asking them what the most important aspects of their identity or background is. And is there anything that makes a difference in the background or identity, if there's anything that makes a difference to the problem, to their problem. And if there are any concerns or difficulties that are being caused by those aspects. Self-coping, asking them how they have coped, in what ways they are coping. asking them, who they've sought help from in the past. And then barriers, ask them if there's anything that's preventing them from getting help, such as like family or work constraints or money, just like different resources. Preferences, what kind of help they would prefer to have, or what kind of help they think would be the most helpful for them for their problem. And if like their family or friends have suggested help that they think would be good. And then asking them about like if there's any concerns that they have with their providers, with them being from different backgrounds, if there's any concerns that they have, and if there's anything that they can do to help take care of those needs.